Yo-ho! It's me. Again. We're doing this again. We're back to doing this. You might have thought I'd forgotten. I might have thought that I'd forgotten. But I haven't forgotten. We're coming back to this. I think I might cut down maybe to doing just 4 videos a week. Because it's been... I'd say it's been a solid... Oh, let me turn my mic volume down a little bit. Because I feel like I might be a little bit loud. Although you could just turn your computer down. You know, you could stop being a lazy cunt. Turn your own computer down. Don't make me fiddle with my audio levels. I haven't actually tested the audio levels. It's just going into the yellow a lot. I think I might turn it down a little bit more. Then I'll turn the game down, and then you'll have to turn up the volume on your own computer. Let's not do minus 27 decibels. Let's do about minus. Can I get that to minus 15? What am I on for my mic? That is it's a solid minus 6. Alright, 10 decibels below is fine. Yep, we're doing this again. We're going to Prague this time. Like in, I don't know, Forza Motorsport 5. Remember that? Oof. 2013 was, what is it, 2018, 13, 14, 15, 16? That was 2013 was 5 years ago. What the f... I'm sad. I'm scared. Very scared. I'm recording a video, and I have a persona, and I'm breaking my persona. My persona is supposed to be that I'm a racist cunt to everyone, and I'm just... Well, I mean, being sad about it being the future is something that racists are a lot, so I guess that's fine. I've wasted a minute and a bit. Let's just qualify, and I'll talk about some stuff. So I'm coming back to the YouTubes after a... how long did I not YouTube for? About 3 months, I reckon. Last video was the beginnings of my Need for Speed Most Wanted. No, Most Wanted. Actually, we'll get into Most Wanted in a minute. I got some shit to talk about Most Wanted. And if I could stop hiccuping, Most Wanted and some other titles I may or may not have been planning to play in the future. Because I found out something interesting about the laptop that I currently own. Now, you might be thinking, oh Joe, you've uploaded Xbox 360 games before. It was a huge hassle and you hated every second of trying to do it, but you managed to do it. And yeah, I did manage to upload some Xbox 360 content before. Oops, bit of a jump. If this was Ride 2, I'd have fallen off the bike. I haven't actually played any Ride games, but we'll get to that. Yeah, so I found out that my dinky little laptop here, which isn't actually... I wouldn't call it that dinky. I don't know anything about computers. I'm like Sailor Moon. I don't know anything about anything, but I looked at the because I was testing it out the other day, and I thought, you know, I'll see if I can record some what was I trying to record? It might have been I think it was Colin McRae Dirt, first Dirt, and you know, it was glitching and lagging and screen tearing and shit up to 11, and I thought, okay, well, oops, uh-oh. And I said to myself, okay, well, I'll look into it, because it doesn't do this. Sometimes it doesn't do it, and sometimes it does. And it mostly does it when I'm playing my 360, right? So I look it up, and it turns out this entire time, my laptop has been, well, not badly, but, you know, noticeably... Why the fuck am I riding like shit now? I was doing fine in qualifying. I mean, I always do good in qualifying on this. Qualifying is really easy. It's the race that's the problem. I'm not going to have another fucking disaster. What was it we had the disaster the first time? Was it Italy? Anyway, I think I can catch up. They're not that quick. Yeah. I'm like below specs. Like, I think it was the... I mean, I'm below specs in all areas, but I think it was the CPU. Oops. Yeah, see, look, what am I doing? What am I playing at? Because my, is there a restart? Oh, fuck it. What will be, will be. This is a championship, not not a charity. And I'm not going to go full Fanati, but we'll get to that. Yeah, it's like the CPU minimum, like recommended minimum, not even recommended, just minimum, is something like 2 gigahertz, which I don't know what the gigahertz refers to. It could be power, I'd imagine. I could just pump more electricity into my laptop and see if that works, but I don't think that's how you do it. And mine is it's a 1.7 or 1.8, I think, which I didn't think was that bad, but and I mean it can't be that bad if it allows me to do, you know, the sort of lower the Xbox, the original Xbox and the PS2 and that kind of thing. So I'm not that far off, but I can't record 360 and oops, what the fuck was that? And I can't record any of the One or anything, so we're gonna might have to switch up what I do on the channel for a bit, and that's gonna be cutting any and all 360 and One games from my plan to playlist for the near future. And if I'm only playing 1 hour of the game each recording session, you know, near future is a generous term. But I'll only be playing PS2, you know, original Xbox games from now on, which I guess is fine. I mean, Need for Speed Most Wanted and Carbon and Pro Street and Undercover. Undercover is probably better on the PS2 than the 360, to be honest. So I can still play most of the Need for Speed games. It's just, you know, I can't play Dirt. Can't play, I don't know, Club LA, I guess. Although I've got Midnight Club 3, which most people say is the best one. Oh, fuck you! I remember this game being more solid. I thought you could dish out more damage than this. So, you know, it's not too big of a deal. It's just there's some... well, this is just a complete write-off. What the fuck? This whole channel is a write-off, to be fair. Now that I can't play, you know, the majority of my collection of games. Although I probably have more racing games for my PS2 than I do for my Xbox. You know, there's some really good stuff on the 360. But, unless I get a better computer, which I will at some point, but I've got, like, bike insurance to pay for and, you know, this, that, and the other. I've got to get my CBT renewed so that I can ride around for another 2 years on my 125. Last lap. Let's at least not come last. I know I can do that, minimum. And then we'll come back and we'll win next week. I promise. We're on a bit of a losing streak right now. And since I mentioned it, and you know, it won't be relevant it probably won't be relevant by the time this video goes up, but it definitely won't be relevant in a week's time. Fanati, the Moto2 rider, leaned over and grabbed, who's it, Manzi? Leaned over and grabbed his brake lever at Misano. Well, at least I kept it on 2 wheels. So did Manzi, to be fair. You know, on one hand, totally a dick move, and I can see why, in real life, the team would sack him, and he'd get banned for a couple of races, and he probably won't be coming back. But you know, since I'm a total asshole most of the time. Oh well, congratulations, I played myself. That was pathetic. I could have done loads better than that. I also don't know why my number is at 94 and everyone else is in the 20s. And now I've lost the lead of the championship. So, fantastic. Yeah, you know, I understand all that. I'll tell you what I don't understand. I don't understand the people that are like, oh, it's attempted murder. Well, that doesn't make any sense to me. Alright, he went full road rash. What am I going to say? It's not attempted murder. Come on, get out of it. You're being a pussy. far as I can tell, that was, you know, on one hand, definitely a dickhead thing to do. That'd put you right at the bottom of the villain scale on those EA NASCAR games, if you know what I'm talking about. I've never actually played one, but I've seen them. I don't know. I think you could. It's kind of cool, in a way. I mean, yeah, it's a baby dick move, but at the same time, kind of cool. You know, I'd have had a little bit more respect if he'd have stuck his foot out and actually kicked him off the bike. But grabbing the brake lever, that's pretty creative. Well, not really. I mean, you know, top two things to do. How do I stop this guy beating me when he's riding along behind me? You can kick him off, or you can hit his brakes. That's you know, you got two options. Next week, oh, fucking Portugal. Jesus.